We have some news to talk about today. Hello, welcome to All Things Doctor Who. I'm Owen, and today I will be talking about some of the newest news updates in the Doctor Who universe, either if it's the main canon TV show or Big Finish productions. So let's get started. So the first thing I really want to talk about is the TV show for a second. Now obviously Jodie Whittaker has been casted as the new 13th Doctor. Depending how I feel about that, I'm not going to get into it here, but she's been casted. Now, the new companion has been rumoured to be Chris Marshall. Now, if you know anything about Doctor Who news, you know he's been rumoured for a long time to be the 13th Doctor himself, but that never actually happened. Now, I don't think this is going to be true personally, mainly because he left Death in Paradise because of family. He wants to be with his family more, so if he's going to be a companion, he's going to be in Cardiff, wherever they film this, Series 11. So, I don't think this is going to be true personally. As much as I want it to be true because he was actually on my list for a 13th Doctor, it's not going to happen. But apart from that, guys, Chris Marshall, companion, tell me what you think about it in the comments, as I'm very interested in hearing. Everybody knows about this one. Jenna Coleman has actually confirmed to say she's coming back to Doctor Who in the Christmas special. Now, whatever you think about her character of Clara Oswald, I think this is quite a little cool thing to say goodbye to Peter Capaldi. Personally, I was never a fan of Clara myself. She ruined Hellbent, I think. Series 8 was just one big Clara show, and Series 9 should cool down a bit. But personally, her character was not my type of thing, and I thought she was a bit overpowered. But for her to say goodbye to Stephen Moffat's era, as well as the 12th Doctor, who she actually travelled with for a majority of the time, I think it's a nice little thing. As long as she isn't on for too long, then it doesn't really bother me at all. Now we are going to move on to Big Finish news. So we're going to start off with some really sad news today. Trevor Baxter, who played Lightfoot in Jago Lightfoot in the Talisman Chiang, as well as their series Companion Chronicles, has passed away, unfortunately. It's very sad news. Mainly because he was such a great little side character. He was fantastic in Talisman Chiang, and if you see the set pictures of him and Tom Baker and everybody, it's horrible, guys, it really is. When I first heard that news, I was like, that's horrible, because I'm never going to meet him now. Oh, so that's some very sad news. Rest in peace. You were absolutely fantastic, and you will very, very most likely be missed. I miss you already, my friend. Many other Whovians who listen to Big Finish and who love Talisman Chiang will miss you. You are one of the best starred characters we had, and it's just a shame you've gone. So let's move on to some happy news in this subject, and that is the character of Jenny. Now, if you are a fan of a new series, then you'll absolutely love this, mainly because Georgia Moffat has previously said she will be returning for Big Finish Audios to do a Jenny spin-off. Now, what do I think about this? I'm actually quite a fan of this decision, because I personally think the character of Jenny was never expanded upon. Granted, The Doctor's Daughter was never my favourite episode in the show. I feel like it introduced a very nice character, and I can respect what they're trying to do here. So this choice is going to be very interesting, however I take it. Like, will the 10th Doctor make an appearance in this or not? And when is it going to happen? So remember, guys, sources will be linked below in the description if you want to read any more of these in more detail. So before I end the video, I'd just like to remind you all, the 25th, 6:30, we have a live stream on All Things Doctor Who, as myself will be reacting to your video and the clips you've sent to Alex Patterson about whatever you said, which I'm really looking forward to. There'll be questions on there, there'll be food, and I might be ordering pizza. I want to have pizza when I do this, because pizza's always nice, and it's going to be so cool. It's going to be a big 400 subscriber special. I really hope you guys can make it, because I love doing these, and I'd just like to remind you in advance. So 6:30, I've picked that time mainly because that's when everybody is not at school, or they've left, or just leaving work, because it's just a nice time for everybody to do things, and it's going to be lasting 1.5 hours. So it will be on to 8 o'clock. Remember that, guys, 6:30 till 8 o'clock, the 25th of this month. It's gonna be awesome. Thank you so much for watching. I absolutely love the fact you watch our videos. and I will see you all later in my new video. See ya.